Welcome to the Chartered College of Education Information Session 4, the Education Specialist Credential Program. In this session, we will provide a program overview, explain how to apply. The Education Specialist Credential. The Education Specialist Instructor Credential authorizes the holder to conduct educational assessments, provide instruction, provide special education support in the area of specialization listed. The Education Specialist Credential. California has a two-tier credential system. Preliminary Credential, issued for a maximum of 5 years. Clear Credential. A teacher must complete an induction program with 5 years of completing the preliminary credential to earn a clear credential. There are two options to complete induction. Option 1. Complete an induction program sponsored by or in partnership with the employing district or county office of education. Option 2. Complete an induction program that is offered by a college or university. Special Education Specialization Areas. The CCOE offers 5 different areas of specialization in special education. All programs include autism authorization and English language learner authorization. Mild moderate includes specific learning disabilities, mild moderate intellectual disabilities, other health impairments, serious emotional disturbance, and authorizes service in grade K through 12 and in classes organized primarily for adults through age 22. Moderate severe includes autism, moderate severe intellectual disabilities, multiple disabilities, serious emotional disturbance, and authorizes service in grades K through 12 and in classes organized primarily for adults through age 22. Early childhood includes the mild moderate and moderate severe disabilities listed above and traumatic brain injury, and authorizes services to children ages birth through pre-kindergarten only, requires BA in child development or equivalent. Physical and health impairments includes orthopedic impairment, other health impairments, multiple disabilities, traumatic brain injury, authorizes service to children ages birth through 22. Visual impairments includes blindness, visual impairment, deaf blindness, and authorizes services to individuals aged birth to 22. Admissions information. Step 1. Complete the university application on Cal State Apply. There is a $55 required fee. Not required of current Cal State LA graduate or undergraduate students seeking a blended credential option. Step 2. Complete the credential program application. Credential program application. There is a $65 admission and credential processing fee. The following items will be required as part of your application: transcripts, basic skills requirement, certificate of clearance, fingerprint clearance, tuberculosis clearance, taken within 1 calendar year, 2 letters of recommendation, philosophy of education. Please note, if you were enrolled in a teacher preparation program at another institution, you will also need to include a letter of good standing from that institution as part of your credential program application. Transcripts and GPA. What's needed? Official transcripts from all institutions you have attended must be submitted to admissions via the Cal State Apply application. Cal State LA undergraduate or graduate students who have not taken coursework after graduation do not have to submit transcripts. Students with an international transcript must submit an international evaluation by a CTC-approved agency along with their credential program applications. Follow the link for approved agencies. GPA admissions requirement. Applying as post-baccalaureate students, GPA of 2.75 and last 60 semester units. Applying as undergraduate blended student, cumulative GPA of 2.67. Basic skills requirement. Before submitting your credential application, you must show proof of one of the following: attempt of all 3 sections of the California Basic Skills Test, passing scores from the CSAT, writing skills text plus all 3 subsets of the CSAT multiple subjects, passing scores from the CSU Early Assessment Program, English and Math, or CSU English Placement, an entry-level mathematics test, Qualifying score on SAT or ACT. Note, successful completion of the basic skills requirement is a requirement for progressing on the fieldwork and meeting the requirements for credential recommendation. Certificate of clearance. Applicants must also submit a valid certificate of clearance or another valid CTC-issued document. A certificate of clearance is issued by the Commission to an individual who has completed the Commission's fingerprint character and identification process, whose moral and professional fitness has been shown to meet the standards as established by law. Instructions on how to apply for their certificate of clearance are provided in the Credential program application and on our website. Some candidates may hold a valid CTC document other than a certificate of clearance. For example, a substitute permit, activity supervisor certificate, etc. Acceptable valid alternatives meet the fingerprint clearance requirement. Tuberculosis clearance. Applicants must provide verification of a negative TB clearance taken within the last year. If a student had to obtain a chest x-ray, a physician's verification of a negative result is required. This test can be completed at any health facility. Current Cal State LA students may contact the health center for a tuberculosis test. Letters of recommendation. Applicants must provide 2 letters of recommendation. Letters must be professional or academic references. No personal references accepted. Either upload letters to the online application or provide us with the full name and email address of individuals providing references. The CCOE will send a recommendation request via email. Be sure to speak with your recommenders before providing us their information. Please note, all letters must be dated within the last 2 years to be valid. Philosophy of Education Statement. Please write a brief personal history leading to your decision to become a teacher. Include why you want to become a teacher, your thoughts on how students learn best, how you would address the needs of diverse learners, e.g., English language learners, students with disabilities, in urban settings. Discuss why you chose Cal State LA to pursue your teaching credential. You may refer to the CCOE conceptual framework on our website. Subject matter competency, not required for the early childhood credential. In the Credential program at CSULA, you will learn to teach effectively, but in order to be formally admitted to Chartered College of Education, you must verify subject matter competency. Subject matter competency can be met in one of 2 ways. California subject examinations for teachers, passage of the appropriate subject matter examination in a core academic subject, completion of an approved subject matter waiver program, undergraduate coursework. Please note, although subject matter competency verification is not required to apply for admissions to the Credential program, there is only a limited amount of courses that can be taken, and students will not gain formal admission into the Credential program until they have provided verification that they have either passed the CSAT or have met the subject matter waiver. It is highly recommended to pass CSAT or meet the subject matter waiver prior to beginning the Credential program. Conditional admission. Approximately 4 to 6 weeks after submitting program application, if eligible, you will receive an email regarding your initial conditional admission to the Credential program. Students must complete the requirements below in order to be granted formal admission. Subject matter requirements. Undergraduates have until before student teaching to complete this requirement. Successful completion of graduation writing assessment requirements. Only for international students. Speech proficiency. EDSP 4001. You'll receive a permit for this course once you have verified subject matter competency, unless you are applying to the ECSE program or an undergraduate. EDSP 4000. Orientation. Before your program begins, admitted students will be invited to orientation where you will receive information on program requirements, coursework roadmaps, permits, student teaching component, other credential requirements, an opportunity to meet department staff, faculty, and other newly admitted students. Program overview. The Education Specialist program at Cal State LA consists of 48 to 52 units depending which credential option you choose. Field observation. Student teaching and seminar courses are included in the program. Most courses offered after 4 p.m. There are no day classes in this program. Most classes offered during weekdays. Most classes are offered Monday through Thursday, some Saturdays. Additional program requirements. U.S. Constitution requirement. Prior to completing your credential program and being recommended to CTC for your credential, you must verify having completed a course or exam that satisfies the U.S. Constitution requirement. Cal State LA Class POLS 1000 fulfills that requirement. You may have met this requirement completing your general education classes for your bachelor's degree. CPR training. Verification of completion of an adult, infant, and child CPR training course must be submitted prior to being recommended for a credential. Reading instruction competence assessment. Required for all special education options except for early childhood. This exam is required at the end of the program and must be passed before being recommended for your credential. GPA. Students must maintain a 3.0 GPA in all credential coursework to enroll in the final student teaching, be recommended for a credential. Tuition and financial aid. For current financial aid, visit our website. Financial assistance for those who qualify. Grants, teach grants, scholarships, loans. Apply for financial aid through the FAFSA website by the stated deadlines to be considered for all financial aid available. Are you ready to teach? Intern program. The internship program is open to those with an offer of employment from a qualifying school district. Students hired as university interns work full-time in teaching positions during the day while completing coursework in the evening. The university internship credential is valid for only 2 years. Internship eligibility requirements. BA degree or higher, formal admission to credential program, passed CBEST, completed subject matter verification, U.S. Constitution requirement, speech proficiency, interview with and recommendation for admission by intern advisor, job offer from qualifying school district, successful completion of complete prerequisite coursework, EDSP 4000, EDSP 4001, EDSP 4010. Contact information. For admissions assistance, please contact Deanna Garay at 323-343-4320 or at dgray3@calstatela.edu. Follow us on social media at CCOE Cal State LA.